Welcome everyone. Ragnarok here with episode 20 of our Mortal Empire's Karl Franz campaign on legendary difficulty. Alright, so we're gonna get right into this, right from where we left off last time, which is we were defeated by some nasty orcs over here. Franz suffering his first defeat of the campaign, or at least the first setback of the campaign. So had quite a bit of time to actually think about what I want to do here. A little bit more time than I would have liked. I would have liked to have this video recorded a little while ago. But I think it's time that we finally get, or that we get a third army in the field. We can kind of, sort of afford it. But in order to pay for this army, I'm thinking that we are going to, as planned, move into Mid-Inland and attack them. But in the meantime, we're gonna do something to deal with the orcs here. What I'm thinking is to attack this army with Franz. Now, I don't think, I mean, it's possible we might be able to win. We kill him, and then if we can break them and then just try and run down as many of them with our mantis riders, with our cavalry here, then potentially we could really hurt them. I don't think Franz will be able to take this on his own though, but we've set the war coordination target. What I'm thinking is if we hit this army, if we weaken it enough, and just try and make sure we don't get any of the heroes killed. We lose the swords, that's fine. We can replace the swords easily enough. But weaken the army, and then maybe that will encourage Wisenland to go over and finish them off, because it'll be a lot weaker, though they are recruiting. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. We're going to hit that, but in the meantime at Grunberg, and I really should have done this sooner. I don't know why I didn't, but what we're going to do is, I didn't really think of this earlier. I'm going to build the gunsmith here temporarily, and then we are going to recruit back Uther Pendragon. We're going to pop him in here, and we're going to start recruiting some swords. Though unfortunately we can only afford 2 right now, but hopefully we can win this battle and get a little bit of loot from the battle. And yeah, it's just, we can't really afford to bring Grunwald over here at the moment. It's just going to spread us too thin, I think. But our income should be jumping up a little bit next turn with these buildings being finished. And grown, we've got a couple more turns before the rebellion starts there. In the meantime, let's just we'll put Grunwald here for the time being.
What does the Emperor bid?
What have we got for the edict here? Income from trade plus 5% and growth 20. Yeah. These buildings, when they're built up, probably what we're going to do is put the growth buildings in there for now. But we're going to start upgrading these settlements now. Right, yeah, so let's level up Captain Flint. Put him on the Pegasus. I think that's probably our best bet, I guess. Right, we've got two flyers here. So we're going to do this attack, and then I'm really hoping that Wisenland gets in here. And having this third army will give us a better chance for, if we can get 3 full stacks, or at least close to 3 full stacks, that should, because in order to get the Confederation here, I believe this needs to be a little bit, the balance of power needs to be further in our favor, I think, anyway.
Of course.
Oh, okay, good. Military alliance. Very nice. Should maybe try to squeeze a little bit of cash out of them.
Now.
So I would like to recruit one more sword. Use up all 3 spots. We want to get those swords into the field as quickly as possible. But yeah, we're going to attempt this and see what happens. Yeah, so the balance of power is actually pretty close. Better than it was in the previous fight. That's for sure. But yeah, it was brought to my attention that the trolls, we should have finished them off with the cannons. I did not realize that they had regeneration, so that is definitely good to know. So thank you for, I forget which subscriber mentioned that, but I mean, it's definitely something that I should know by now, that they've got the regeneration. I should be taking a closer look at all this stuff, and yeah, just paying better attention to what's going on. But anyway, what can you do? I just play these games for fun, mostly. I mean, I want to be better, more competitive, of course, but yeah, I don't know. At the end of the day, it's just, you know, just in here, having some fun. Son of a bitch, I was gonna merge these units so that they would be at full strength, but anyway, it should be fine. Should be okay anyway. Right, so what I'm thinking to do is we'll use our heroes to try and slow them down, and then send the swords in. We'll probably sacrifice the swords to get everybody off the field, but that is if we have to retreat. But what we want to do is assassinate their general, and then try to break the rest of them with Franz and company. So.
By Ulrich's wrath!
Alright, so you two can group together.
Ready to smite!
And then you guys all one of the warrior priests are still on foot. Could be a little bit of an issue. Alright.
For Heldenhammer!
And group you together.
We're Sigma's heirs! Swordsman! By Ulrich's wrath!
Line you guys up like so. Yeah, alright, that looks good. This is kind of a very thin line, but hopefully it will hold.
Swordsman!
Crossbows ready,
Get the
General.
crossbows in behind, so. The thing that I'm a little concerned about is their range units. The other thing is too, they're a lot more, they're a lot faster. I think that's the retreat last episode. It's very tough because these guys can move. They're a lot faster than our units. I can't see it. Let's group you guys as 4. Right. So, I was wondering where we should set up. You know what? The only problem with setting back here on this hill, setting up back here, is that when they come through here, they're gonna have this forest cover. It's kind of almost. Not sure where the best place to actually.
Great cannon! By Galmaraz!
What's that? Oh, okay.
The Empire endures! Swordsman! Show no mercy! They want us!
Set up like so.
Ulrich's wrath on
Let's see how
them!
for spells. Alright. Just have you
The
support.
Grey Order! Elevate cannon!
Too many damn groups. Alright. Let's see how this fucking goes.
Great cannon!
Maybe move these forward just a smidge. Alright, wish me luck, guys.
We are Sigma's heirs!
This is not
Go!
gonna be easy. I don't think so anyway.
Moving now!
Alright, Franzi, need to go assassinate an orc. Slaga. Let's get the Mantis Riders on the move too. Maybe we can get these, take out these orcs,
Yes, sir.
these arrows.
Quickly. Great cannon.
What, you guys, where are the trolls? Yeah, focus down the trolls.
Sigma calls.
Let's get a charge in there.
For Heldenhammer.
You guys have terrible aim.
Sigma.
Actually, wait.
Moving now.
Wait until we're at least in range with our archers.
For the Warhammer.
I'll get in there.
Quick march. Sigma.
Let's go deal with them.
That's an order.
Franz,
Attack.
see if we can get in there.
For the Emperor. Swordsman.
Send these guys forward.
Glory to
Just
the
try and
Empire.
hold them off for as long as possible.
Ready?
Nice charge by Franz there. Not bad. Where's our... I always lose track of these fucking guys. They're gonna be needed, that's for sure.
Now. Your orders.
Struggling a little bit here.
Ready for war.
Franz needs to take this guy down. That is the key here.
War. Grey
Get over
Guardian.
here. And... oh, man. This line is not gonna hold for very long. Yes, Franz. That's it.
Attack.
How are we doing here?
Ready for war. Sorcery. Join those
Alright.
who dwell
Looks like
beyond.
we've almost got him.
Now.
We're gonna lose a lot of swords here. You guys need to keep moving. Come around and get into this group over here.
My subjects call.
Oh man, we're having some trouble over here.
Grey wizard. All who flows through me.
Need to kill him.
Crossbow ready, General. By Ulrich's
Need to
rock.
finish him off, Bronze. It's the only way we're gonna be able to have a chance here. You guys are gonna have to back up a little bit.
Standing by. To me, man.
Ah, he's broken but not finished off.
For the Warhammer.
Not doing a very good job with our cavalry here. Yeah, it's fucking usual.
Fleet.
You actually see if you can run him down, and the rest of you just keep shooting here.
By Ulrich's rock.
Spot us the target.
Shoot into this, see if we can get him out of there.
Launch. Karl Franz. No lingering.
You finish him off.
Sigma.
Drop this in here. Alright,
Drop
gonna need the
For Heldenhammer. Knowledge is power. This is my command.
Missiles at the ready.
uh-oh.
Formation. March.
Really don't want to lose any heroes here.
Charge. Sigma call.
Try and get the heroes out of these fights.
Ready to smite. Very well. At speed. No lingering.
Franz seems to be doing okay. You need to go for a little run out of here.
Onwards. With haste. The Empire.
Alright, we got him out of there. Some of these guys are breaking, that's good. Uh-oh.
The
Okay.
Empire endures. We are Sigma's
Let's just back up and see if we can run some of them down now. Ah, fuck.
battle.
Franz, where are you?
Reichsguard Knights.
Need it over here. Help out with this.
Crossbows
Guys,
ready,
focus
General.
fire in there.
Moving now.
Just want to get our heroes to safety
Sigma call.
at the moment.
Great cannon.
Guys, shoot into this
Sigma
actually.
calls.
Want to get him out of here.
Moving fast. Now.
Come on.
For the Emperor.
Odin,
Quick march.
get out of there.
Ground. No lingering. I speak. You act. To battle.
Alright,
For the Emperor.
you guys just hang back here. Not too worried about losing these swords. Just pull the Mantis Riders back for now. Franz should be able to deal with most of this on his own. And let's get the Reichsguard actually running some of the troops that are moving that way.
Crossbowman.
You're supposed to be getting out of there. You guys, get out of there.
Weapons at the ready.
For the Helden Hammer! Yes, sir.
Come on, get moving.
Sir.
Shooting
Yes, my
into
lord.
that. You can come back this way. Gonna need some more magic.
Great cannon!
We'll have lots of time to recover after this. So losing the sword's not a big deal.
By your command!
All right, very nice. Let's try and run down as many of them as possible.
Helden Hammer!
Missiles at the ready.
Took some damage there, but managed to get the win.
Take
So
position! I will melt that tiny mind!
I got a couple of them there.
Sigma guides us! Reichsguard Knight!
Yeah, it's too bad we don't have more cavalry right now. Which maybe this is a sign that we should actually
Battle.
get more cavalry units for Franz's army.
Ready!
I think one of our swords survived. I think all the heroes survived as well. Odin almost went down, but
For Helden Hammer!
probably help run some of these guys down. Excuse me, sorry guys.
The Empire endures. No lingering.
War! Prepare for combat!
Finish them off.
For
Still a
France!
lot of them there.
My subjects call! Attack!
Crossbows ready, General. For the Warhammer.
War!
Right, yeah, so what I'm hoping is that this will weaken them enough to encourage the Weisenland to go in and finish them off.
Ulrich's wrath.
Yeah, they're faster than even our
Quick
archers.
march! To arms, men! Reichsguard Knights!
Doing here.
In the name
Fuck,
of
you
the
guys have been
Great
chasing these guys down for how long now, and you've only killed 20 of them. Fucking sad.
Sigma calls! To war! I shall unhinge them!
Yeah, I don't know if we did enough damage to them though. But at the very least, we're gonna get a little bit of loot out of this battle, and then we're gonna pull Franz back to our own territory. The other thing is, you know, even if we were able to take the settlement there, it kind of stretches us really far. It's one of those settlements that we don't really want until we can actually get the peace with get the confederation with Weisenland.
Sir! Ah! At speed! Prepare for combat!
Right, anyway. Should have sped this along a little bit sooner. Sorry, I just wanted to do the best job possible running them down. So we're going to see these guys again eventually, unless Weisenland is able to actually finish them off, but I don't know. It's unlikely that the AI will actually move against them. Let's hope that they do, but I don't know. It's hard to say. So that went much better than the previous fight, but I think just we were able to deal with their numbers a lot better that time around. They didn't have their full force there. First battle we fought with them, they just, oh man, they just overwhelmed us with numbers. Just cut right through our ranks. Crossbows doing an awesome job, as per usual. Swords did what we needed them to do. Held the line long enough. I mean, crossbows should have a field day, but at the same time, though, Franz's army was never really meant to have crossbows in it. pardon the captives. Yeah, we're gonna pardon them, unfortunately.
Bring me to my men.
Just to get the extra cash. Though I believe when you do that, it's... See if we look at Weisenland now. Where did they go?
Who
If we
calls?
look at Weisenland. Release troops of the Skull Takers, -2.
Come then. Only Sigma's god, Ulrich.
Yeah, so it does hurt the diplomatic relations a little
The
bit.
Empire.
I was wondering if we should try and finish this off. Finish them off. Or if... I really wish we had a healing mage. Make this decision much easier.
Summon the Elector Counts.
I don't know, it's a little bit risky.
The nation calls.
Alright, let's level Franz up first. I think I want to start working towards Foe Seeker. So, well, Deadly Blade would be fantastic, but I just want it to be a little bit more durable. So I'm gonna go with Scarred Veteran first. Kind of like this. I'm just interested to see how if it's much better on the higher levels. All right, good. We can get you on a war horse. That will actually help quite a bit, I think. And block. He's not quite ready for a Pegasus. Hard to hit. Alright. Ah, man. Yeah, see, this would be one of the advantages to streaming. If you guys were here, I could ask you if we should follow up and try and finish them off, or if we should just say the hell with it and fall back now. Following up here is going to pull us a little bit closer into their territory. It's going to take us a little while longer. We still should be able to get back to Weisenland, though. Even... Alright, let's see what the balance of power is. Alright, let's do it. Franz does have the potion of toughness, so we'll try and get Franz to do most of the work here. The Mantis Riders are going to have to deal with the archers again, but I think we should be able to... I mean, if we won the previous fight, we should be able to win this fight too. Though we don't have very many swords left. It's okay, we're going to be replacing the swords anyway. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is for Pendragon's army, we'll pick up a couple of mortars. We'll pick up like four mortars. And then probably smash that building. Alright, so I don't want you in the fighting unless you absolutely have to be in the fighting.
What do you
Is this the same map as last time? Feels a little bit different. Yeah, there's the hill over on the side. Are we just on the opposite sides of the same battlefield? It looks the same. I don't know. Similar. It's back up there. Archers.
Crossbowmen!
Yeah, the crossbows are gonna be key here for this. Then
Shield of faith! Ulrich's wrath on them! My subjects
to be
call!
very, very careful here.
For Heldenhammer! Sir! I will not stand idle!
Hoping that Franz can do most of the work on his own.
General. Reichsguard Knights! Great cannon!
Alright.
shield of faith.
You just stay back there for now.
By Ulrich's wrath.
Guys are gonna just gonna throw them in there.
For
But
Ulf.
yeah, what I'm hoping is excuse me, for Franz, for them to all sort of go after Franz, and then we'll throw these guys, throw them into support.
To battle!
Let the crossbows do the bulk of the work here, and Odin can stay in reserve in case he's needed. Wait till they get in range of the crossbows, and then throw Franz in there.
Quick march.
Oh, in the meantime, I guess we should probably try and dodge these shots.
Take the ground!
These guys are getting kind of slim.
Ready for war.
In the name of the twin-tailed comet!
The Grey Order.
I'm actually gonna pull you around to deal with the other. Almost in range.
Take position.
Sir! Sigma calls! At speed!
Actually, not you.
The Empire! Head
The
towards!
Empire captain who's on
Whoa.
the
Attack.
Pegasus.
Reichsguard Knights!
Oh man, they're struggling against these fucking archers.
Ready!
My orders stand.
Uh-oh.
Reichsguard Knights!
Karl Franz.
Franz,
Charge.
get in there.
For the Emperor!
Guys, pull out.
At speed!
Franz, deal with them now.
The Empire endures.
Okay there, I think. Maybe we'll bring Reichsguard around to help out.
To me, then. Ready to fire.
Alright, let's move up, because the fight is
For the Warhammer.
way the fuck over here.
Yes. Onwards.
Actually, no. Oh shit. Get out of there. Get out of there. Come on. Go, 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 go. Alright. Wow, that was close. That's Captain Flint. Wow.
Grey Guardian.
For Heldenhammer!
How about you guys? Get in there. Franz, time to hit this. Guys doing okay there?
Steady, men!
For France. Charge.
Gee, no.
Move out.
Don't want to risk it. Keep him out of the fight.
Reichsguard Knights!
Down to 9 of these guys. It's ridiculous that they would struggle so much against those archers.
My subjects call. Crossbows ready, General. We are
Oh,
Sigma's
we did some more
heirs.
damage to them, though we took a little bit of damage here as well.
General.
I really hope these guys aren't wiped out. I mean, there's 9 of them left, so... Is it 9 or 19? Maybe it's gotta be 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's gotta be 19. Never mind. I thought they were down to 9. That would have been really bad. Anyway, I guess we speed this along this time. So now we're gonna pull this army back towards our allies' territory and just stay near our allies. Though I don't think their army is completely destroyed. I'm not sure if it is or not, to be honest. Can you get over here? Catch them? 'Cause we've defeated them twice in the same turn. But I think it's because it's a different general that it might still be kicking around. I don't know. Wiped out most of them anyway. Very close call there, Captain Flint. Need a little time to replenish, but I think we're going to be sending Franz east now. Not going to worry about the Skull Takers. If Weisenland doesn't move against them, then we'll come back here. But after we've sorted out the Todbringer and Middenland, I think probably the prudent thing is to capture those lands. Take the cash again.
On march!
Alright,
Summon
good
the
stuff.
Elector
So,
Counts.
if I can get on the force
I am
march.
Franz. They will obey.
What kind of range does he have?
The
Alright,
nation calls.
should be safe here.
Step to it.
Just want to get him back into our territory as quickly as possible. We'll probably send him back to Altdorf,
What does the Emperor bid?
and then we can get another one of these swords. It's perfect. Probably pick up a couple more crossbows as well.
To the provinces.
Maybe we might put some mortars in this army too.
The Empire. Who calls?
Good. It's worth it to up. I don't think we're gonna be keeping this here. This is just sort of like a temporary thing. But I guess it's an additional 50 per turn. Though it would take 30 turns to. I mean, it does actually produce more resource. How much do the how much is the pottery worth? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Fuck it, we'll just upgrade it for now. But yeah, it is gonna be torn down eventually once we get a little bit more income coming in. Right, yeah, so the plan is to move into here. I think we've got a couple more turns before we can actually declare war on them though.
So, do not waste my time with petty talk. Make your offer and be done.
4 more turns. So 4 turns, that should give us time to get these armies
Who calls?
up to par, and then we could even potentially send all 3 armies in there. We can get the rebellions under control over in these provinces in the meantime. Diplomacy, let's just check quick if there's anything that we can do here.
I stand defiant. What brings you before the heir
Alright,
of
good.
London?
Non-aggression.
No!
Alright, we don't really need military access. I mean, it doesn't hurt to pick it up.
Dockek!
Try it for 7. Oh man, these fucking dwarfs really know how to haggle.
Agreed.
Alright, good.
Wamrag, manlings come. They only do. Begone! Aye.
Alright, there we go. Use some of the money we got from the other dwarfs.
Is as the blinking of an eye to me. We have an accord.
Alright, good, good.
Lord of
Continue
Apple, long have my people hunted yours.
gaining treaties whenever we can, and excuse me, slowly expand where and when we want to. So what we want to do is we want to lock down these 4 settlements, and then we'll keep Grunwald stationed in this area, and he should be able to monitor that. Work towards confederation with Nordland, and then that's probably going to bring us into conflict with the Norskins, which probably not too soon, or probably soon. That's what I meant to say. We'll probably be seeing them at some point, but we don't want to let the vampires get too out of control either. We need to keep them in check. So, but yeah, I think the priority, try and sweep through this quickly, position our armies so we can deliver, excuse me, a decisive blow right away, and then we can pick up those 4 settlements very, very quickly. I think that's the best way to go about it, but
Ready.
it's going to take us a little while to get back to full strength, I think. After that setback, losing all those swords to the orcs. Alright guys, Sword of Justice. We're chapter 2, I believe. Working our way through chapter 2, is that right? I think so. Yes we are. Alright, so the knights picked up speed. They left the defensive terraces behind. The hooves rang out against the stone. Verstholen began to feel his pulse quicken. Out in the gathering darkness, the howling and the drumming was getting wilder. Beasts were pouring into the cauldron, drowned by the aroma of human fear. Soon the knights would be right in among them. Merciful Verena, ward all excuse me, oh my gosh. Merciful Verena, ward all harm, he whispered devoutly. At the head of the column, Schwarzhelm reached the floor of the cauldron, and the place rose again. Trots turned into a canter, and the canter into a thundering gallop. They headed straight for blocks embattled halberdiers. Ahead of Verstholen, the knights lowered their lances and adjusted their formation. With complete precision, moving at increasing speed, the charging formation extended into a line. Verstholen maneuvered himself behind the left flank. He'd be no good in the first clash, but his pistol would come into its own when the ranks were broken. Hooves hammering, Gruppen's company flew towards the oncoming horde, the rain driven and rushing past their ears. The lance tips lowered further, each knight picking his target. The seething mass of approaching beastmen neared. With every thrust of the horse's powerful muscles, the enemy came into sharper relief. Verstholen crouched in the saddle, peering out into the gloom. His heart raced. And there they were, the halberdiers, surrounded, overrun. He glanced down at his flintlock. The cool weight was reassuring. The knights needed no orders to engage. Gruppen was as silent as the rest of them, like the dread wings of Moor. The mounted formation swept past the knot of beleaguered troops and into the horde of beasts beyond. Defensive alliance. Tempting, but no, not going to do that. The clash was sickening. Lances ran the creatures clean through, lifting them from the ground and shattering into wickedly sharp shards. The force of the charge knocked even the heavier boars backwards. Some were ridden down, others cut apart where they stood. The knights surged on, discarding their broken lances and pulling long broadswords from their scabbards for the return sweep. Quest issued. Move a character to the following region. The Silver Seal. Altdorf? Alright. The vaults below the palace of Altdorf have been breached and the powerful Silver Seal artifact stolen. The guards are strangely hazy about the events of the night of the theft, but wards that should not open for anyone but the Grand Theogenist of the Emperor has been cracked. This is no mundane thief. A witch hunter is summoned. Alright. Move a character to the following region, Altdorf. Alright, that should be pretty easy to do, I would think. So the Brayherds come. Great. Oh wow, right there. I have new neighbors. Fantastic. What does this look like? Ooh, Cygors. Nasty. Nasty, nasty. Alrighty.
I will marshal the men.
Let's see here.
Now,
Put you there. Put you in
to
a
strengthen
camp
the
for the time
Empire.
being. It's leveled up, eh? Very nice. Should probably get the pistol corpse for him too. Keep going down that line. We also need to get him the
yes, my lord.
root marcher. That would be also very helpful.
Praise Sigmar.
Franzi.
Yes. I see no other option.
We'll let Franz do the recruiting for now because Franz will get a little bit more. The units will get a little bit more experience on him. With him, so he can have those. Oh, for fuck's sake! Whoops. I did not mean to recruit a spearman with shields. Ah, Dios mío. Just wondering if we should give him a hero as well. A couple heroes.
As is my right by Sigmar's crown. Ready.
Ah, Dios mío. Well, we're gonna disband this because I didn't mean to recruit it.
To the provinces?
Oh, right. We're gonna get Franz to recruit more troops.
Bring me to my men.
Start with more swords. So they're
In
a
the
little bit,
name of
a
Magnus.
little bit cheaper. I guess we could change the edict. Maybe I should have done that last turn. To the recruitment capacity +1. Just get more troops in the field quicker, and then we'll probably switch
the
it
comet.
to.
The nation calls. Praise Sigmar.
Probably switch it to. John of Pegasus. To the tax rate. Get the tax rate rolling in. I'm gonna move him to Altdorf. This is the quicker way to go. This doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, yeah. Alright. Let's have you move that way. That should complete the quest.
By the comet.
And then probably I'm gonna put block with Grunwald. Witch Hunter reports that a mysterious woman was fleeing through a small hamlet to the east of Altdorf, though the informant only caught a glimpse of her retreating back in the faint moonlight. He swears that her steed was a thing of bone and fell green glow about it. The witch hunter suspects her to be an agent of the undead. Sturland lies to the east of Reichland, and beyond it lies Sylvania, historically the center of undead activity in the area, so the hunt should be directed there. Pay saboteurs to breach the dam in Sturland, flooding the region and slowing the thief, or pursue her. Set off in pursuit immediately. Quest issued. Where did the quest go? Quest successful, good. Quest issued. Alright. Win the following battle with Emperor Franz. Silver Seal. What does the Silver Seal do? Ooh la la. Look at this. Ward save 20%. That would be fantastic. Cool. Alright, win the battle. The Emperor Franz. We get the Silver Seal. Vampires, for such it seems to be, has chosen to fight near a shrine of ill omen. She has raised an army of corpses to defend herself with. Who are we fighting against? For fuck's sake. Alright, interesting. As valuable as that would be to do, I think we obviously need to get more troops for Franz, but I think we want to wait until we have a little bit more elite troops before we do that.
If that's what the Emperor commands. Now?
What's the story here? 2 more turns till the rebellion. Keep him in there for the time being. Just giving a little bit of a bonus to the public order. Let's upgrade. Upgrade Helmgard. Yes. Don't think. Well, I doubt we'll be seeing anyone come down through this way.
So,
What does the Emperor bid?
Yeah, I guess we'll send
Ready?
Kirk back to get back into this army.
they'll be marching all right.
Right. Office slot available. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. What do we got here? Spy Master or Archlector. Let's go Archlector for now. Actually, let's make Dante the Archlector. Let's make Uther the Engineer. Grunwald, I think, is the best choice for treasurer, and yeah, -10 for artillery units, -10 for all buildings, local region. Let's cancel this. Should have been a little bit cheaper there. I don't know.
It is time.
Alright, so we'll wait for the agent to catch back up. Then, son of a bitch, I don't know if he's actually going to catch up in time.
The Empire!
So we got to move more. How far can you get? Get to there.
Praise Sigma.
I guess the agent will have to catch up later. Anyway, that's fine. We're gonna get him on the move next turn, I think. Get him a little bit closer to deal with the rebellion.
I command here.
Things look good here, and are these guys actually...
By
Of
the
course they're
comet.
not. Just had a fucking great opportunity to go in there and smash them. Anyway, when we do get the Confederation there with Weisenland, we can use the Weisenland armies to help bolster our lines to finish that off. In the meantime, we've got to defend against these the Bray herd over here. We're gonna be careful of that. Where the fuck is Weisenland?
The Empire.
Just want to see how
Welcome,
close
my
we are to
countrymen.
Confederation. Yeah, I think it's just the balance of power. We have to get the balance of power much higher. And we should be able to do it. Should be fine.
Direct me.
Yes, my
Yeah, I
lord.
would send one of these heroes over to join his army, but I want them to get replenishment. Plus, they're not going to be able to. They're gonna be just as far off as Captain Kirk anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. All right, so I think that's fine for this turn. One of the monsters, a massive bull creature with a halberd protruding from its flank, stood its ground, denied its prey by the sudden charge. It roared defiance at the charging knights. The halberdier captain, looking shaky on his feet, staggered out of harm's way. Schwarzhelm, right at the apex of the charge, kicked his charger towards the gore. At the last moment, in a move of superlative horsemanship, he drew the head of his steed aside. The bull creature lunged and missed. Schwarzhelm's sword flashed, and the gore's head slipped down its chest, severed clean from its shoulders. The mighty body toppled, crashing into the mud. Verstholen galloped along in Schwarzhelm's wake. A second huge beast rose from the wreckage and made to leap onto the back of a passing knight. He took aim and sent a piece of shot between its eyes. The creature snapped back, rolling its death throes across the mire. Verstholen kicked his horse's flanks, and it leapt smoothly over the withering horror. It flicked the mechanism on the flintlock, bringing the second barrel into play, an ingenious device and one which had never let him down. He raised the pistol to fire again, but the beasts were fleeing, lopping back the way they'd come, waiting for more of their kin to reach them. For the moment, the charge of the knights had broken them. Despite losses, the halberdier company had survived. Verstholen looked about him. The halberdiers were taking the chance and were staggering back to the bastion as fast as they could. Below him, the one Schwarzhelm had rescued was struggling to keep up. The face was familiar. "Here, Block!" Verstholen yelled, pulling his steed around and shifting forward in the saddle. "Mount up behind me." Block, looking up blearily, took a moment to recognize what was happening. He was wounded, and his eyes weren't focusing properly. "What in the name of damnation are you doing here?" he said, his speech slurring. Verstholen laughed, extended a hand, and helped him up. The man was heavy, and the horse protested, but they managed it. "Don't expect
is
much
good
respite
to
when we
see
get
our
back to the
allies
rock,"
of the
said
mountains.
Verstholen, following the knights as they regrouped and began to ride hard back to the bastion. Already, the gap they had cut was filling with beasts. "We've got you out of this mess, but the fighting has only just started." Right there. It's a good place to stop, because got a little break in the text, so we're gonna switch perspectives, but we'll probably start that next section during the next end turn. So Got about 10 minutes
You are
left.
not
Try
welcome in my
and see if we can
court,
get as much
yet
work
here you
done
are,
as we
friend
can.
or foe.
Ah, great. Great, great, great. So, this was inevitable that we'd be seeing them. So, we'll see where they send their armies, but I think we should be in much better shape by the time they show up. So, Dante is back. Could put him in charge of one of these armies, but I think for now we'll just keep
What?
we'll keep
To the provinces.
Pendragon around
Is
for
it
the time
time?
being. Yeah, just give him an
Raise
opportunity
Sigmar.
to level up as well. Want to get as many generals leveled up as possible, so that
What?
gives us maximum flexibility with our armies.
What?
So the rebellion will be happening next turn, so we should
What does the Emperor
get this army into position to deal with it, and believe we'll have enough room to do
Pick
so.
up the pace.
So I'm gonna put them in Marienburg for now. It's gonna hurt our income a little bit, I think.
The nation
That'll be okay though.
falls.
And you, sir,
Your orders?
are to try and catch up. So looks like Captain Kirk won't be participating in the fight, but that's fine. These guys will be more than capable
I will marshal the men.
of dealing with the
Yes,
rebellion.
my lord.
Might not have enough movement. Want to leave him in here to... Yeah, let's upgrade that.
Yes.
To get a boost to the public order here for one turn.
Ready.
Fuck it.
So,
No, let's get him closer. The settlement.
to battle.
As close as possible, actually.
Yes, a sound plan.
So let's stay in this province. We want to get another rebellion here. That'll give him an opportunity to gain some experience, but we want to make sure that this rebellion is sorted quickly and efficiently, and then we'll come back and hit this rebellion.
Yes, General.
And then that way we're getting
an honor.
plenty of experience just managing these rebellions. And the settlements are not really under any threat. Even a full stack would probably struggle against this. And with this army station nearby, should have no trouble there
The nation
whatsoever.
calls.
Alright, Bray Herd.
Now.
The Empire.
Wonder if
By
we've got
Sigmar's
enough
right.
force to take this on. And we could pick up the regiments of renown. Use them in this fight. Where the hell is their other army? Did they have another
Empire.
army? Was it defeated by the Bray Herd? Is that what happened? They must have fought this army, because weren't there more Minotaurs in it?
Who calls?
What's the range on the Cygors? Would we be getting... Ah, they're just out of range of reinforcements there. Are they in range of... Yeah, they're in range of the settlement here. So we have defenses.
The Empire.
What's the garrison like here in Grunberg?
What?
I'm thinking to do is send one of the generals to help support Nuln, so that it doesn't get raised by this, but we also want to protect Grunberg. So I'm not sure exactly how I want to do this.
Yes, my lord.
What do they have for troops?
I will marshal the men.
If we were to leave him behind, be able to defend against that.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Maybe we'll just leave Weisenland on their own. Though I really don't want them to raise this. That would be bad. It would be very bad. So I think it definitely is worth protecting. Just trying to sort out in my mind how I want to do this. It's actually... Let's take the units that are in the bus shape. Take those.
Moving off!
And position you right there. Let's put you in camp.
It is for the
And then
best.
between those troops and the garrison, should have no trouble.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Franz might be hard pressed though, taking them on with just what we've got here: 2, 4, 6, and
Is
then
it time?
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These guys are in hard shape. I'm gonna put you in
Yes,
camp.
to unite the provinces.
These guys are so fucking expensive. But we'll recruit them just in case, and just continue. Get some more of these. Ah, damn it. Ran out of money. Cancel the building here. Let's just see if there's any money to be had from anyone. Doesn't look like.
What? All here are honored.
Who likes us a lot?
Anad,
Carrick Ziflin.
honor to your ancestors.
Military access.
Never.
Alright, fuck it. I want to really go through all this. We'll just cancel this for now. Sucks, I really wanted to build that. We can build it next
Bring
turn.
me to my men.
Should have been... well, we might actually need these guys if they do the attack, so... Guess it's not terrible that we have them there.
I command here.
Anyway, I think we're in pretty good shape here. Diplomacy... How many more turns? I think it's just 2 more turns before we can attack Maiden Land. Sorted by race.
Who calls?
You dare come at me making demands?
2
Call
more turns,
yourself
yeah.
men of the Empire.
2 more turns, that should give us
Yes?
enough time
Ready.
to deal with this Bray herd, and then be in position to make the assault on them. Right. With the retreat of the knights, the cauldron was left to the beasts. Uncontested, the hordes swept across the open space. Viewed from the temporary safety of the bastion, it seemed as if the entire bowl was filled with howling shapes. More and more emerged from the woods. Capering dog-faced creatures were pushed aside by heavy gores from the heart of the forest. They strode to the front of the crowd, lowing and growling as they came. More tattered standards were brought forth from the streets, each decorated with some rough image of chaos. Some of them, men unlucky enough to be caught out in the open, now hung from the wooden frames, carried aloft by massive hulking bearers. Even from the vantage point of the rock, it was clear that they were still alive. Back at the summit of the bastion, still breathing heavily from his exertions, Ludwig Schwarzhelm stood on a slender outcrop, watching the enemy massing. The light was still bad, but he could see the thousands of beastmen warriors clearly enough. Many were more than he'd been told would be there. The reports had been inaccurate. The campaign was in danger of becoming a massacre. Gruppen stood at his side, looking at the gathering horde through his eyeglass. Even with the Reichsguard, we'd be pressed. Schwarzhelm didn't reply. He let his heart rate return to normal. Helborg's absence had left them dangerously exposed. His forces were half as strong as they should have been. What had kept the marshal? For all he admired the man's martial qualities, Kurt could be dangerously unpredictable. Enough. He wasn't coming. Even if he tried to, the road would be swarming with the enemy. He'd never get through. "We recovered Grunwald?" asked Schwarzhelm, watching the beastmen working themselves into a frenzy on the plain. "Yes," replied Gruppen. "He'll survive, though half his command is gone." Schwarzhelm nodded. "And what of that halberdier captain?" "He's called Block. He'll make it too." Gruppen let a rare smile slip across his lips. "My men told me he wants to get back to the front. Let him. If he can still hold a blade, and if he
The
survives,
Celestial
I'll want
College
to see
implores
him."
that I hear you. I remain
Oh,
unconvinced.
great. What do these guys want? Military access. Really? Don't think we should give them military access. I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, if they were going to give us some cash for it, might have been tempted, but don't really want to make friends with the vampires down there at the moment. Probably not a great idea. "Let him. If he can still hold a blade, and if he survives, I'll want to see him." "Very well." Out in the mass, churning, chanting bodies, something was crystallizing. The random movements were beginning to coalesce into something more regular. "What are they doing?" asked Gruppen, a note of frustration entering his clipped voice. The man was eager to get back to work. Something was emergent, a sound. The undisciplined howling was turning into a new chant. Ra-grim. "They wait for the champion," said Schwarzhelm. His eyes stayed flinty, his expression calm. The exertion of the ride had been replaced by a grim equanimity. "Do you think a horde such as this creates itself? He will come soon." Right, we'll stop there for now, and we are at the hour mark, so I guess this is a good place to Osterland was destroyed. Todbringer's Boris may one day become a great ally. One day for now, he resents the dully elected emperor's ascension to the throne. Never a patient man or one to hide his fury. It will be difficult to appease. It's okay. We're heading that way to destroy him in a moment. And these guys are in perfect spot for us to strike, because we should be able to get our allies in there. So I guess we'll start with that battle at the beginning of next episode. Give you something to look forward, guys. Look forward to, and I'll just leave the orcs for now. Unfortunately, they're just going to end up rebuilding, so that was kind of a little bit of a waste of time. I was really hoping Weisenland would be able to go over there and finish them, but we'll quickly dispatch these orcs, and then we will quickly mop up this orc rebellion over here, and then we'll start positioning our armies for the invasion of Middenland, which shouldn't take too long. Actually, just want to check quick for you guys, which is the public order situation here. So we're going to have another rebellion here fairly soon, but we're going to be sending Grunwald back that way. And Sonia, look at that, taking some territory back from the vampires, is that right? Yeah, they raised it. Alright, that's cool. I'm okay with that. Would actually gives us the opportunity to move in there potentially. Anyway, guys, we've got lots to do next episode. Hope to see you then. We'll be back to half-an-hour episodes for the next little while, and we'll sneak in an hour episode here and there whenever I can. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Merry Christmas. I'll see you soon. Ragnarok signing out.